Two people put the same money into the market. They both start with the same goal. They both have the same chance to win. One becomes calm and steady. One keeps restarting. One gets wealthy. The other never gets far. The difference was the order of their actions. It was the simple, boring sequence they chose to follow. Imagine a person who invests based on the headlines they read each morning. When the market surges, they feel the urge to buy more, fearing they will miss out on easy gains. When the market tumbles, a wave of fear washes over them, and they rush to sell before things get worse. They feel every market fluctuation in their stomach. They trade based on tips from friends, predictions from television experts. This is the world of chaos. Chaos brings constant stress. It leads to terrible timing, because emotions are a poor guide. It brings panic selling at the bottom and euphoric buying at the top. It brings inconsistent, frustrating results. Now, imagine a different person. This person has a plan, written down and simple. They decided long ago on the steps they would take. They save a specific, predetermined amount from every paycheck, regardless of the news. They have picked a simple, low-cost mix of investments, and they stick with it. They might check their accounts once or twice a year, but not every day. This is the world of structure. Structure builds a quiet confidence. It systematically lowers the number of mistakes you can make. It allows small, steady, and unremarkable wins to compound into something truly remarkable over time. The core difference between these two approaches is where the focus lies. Chaos makes you feel like you must always be doing something. Structure teaches you that most of the time, the best action is no action at all. Growth is the exciting part of investing. It is what we all dream about. We see the charts that go up and to the right, and we want that for ourselves. But growth, when pursued without a solid base, is incredibly fragile. It is a skyscraper built on sand. The first storm that rolls in can wash the entire structure away. Market crash, personal emergency. A safe, boring, and stable foundation is what allows your growth to become permanent. It allows you to keep what you earn. That's a different, and more important, skill than earning it in the first place. Smart investors build their financial houses from the ground up. They build buffers first. They prioritize saving an emergency fund, enough to cover essential expenses for several months if income stops. They focus on aggressively paying down high-interest debt, like credit cards. High-interest debt acts like a constant leak in your financial boat. They make sure basic needs are secure and insulated from market volatility. This deliberate reduction of personal risk is the prerequisite to taking sensible market risk. With the basics safe, you can be patient with growth investments. Think of building in an earthquake zone. You might add a second story for space and a better view. But first, reinforce the foundation to withstand shaking. If the foundation is weak, adding floors just adds weight that will crash when the ground moves. The same is true for your money. No cash buffer, a single unexpected job loss, or a large medical bill can force you to sell your investments at the worst possible time, locking in losses and sabotaging years of progress. After you have established the correct order for your financial decisions, protect first, then grow. The next step is to make that order permanent. The most effective way to do this is through automation. Automation is the simple act of setting up rules and systems to move your money for you, on a schedule without requiring your attention or approval each time. It takes your flawed, emotional, forgetful human self out of day-to-day decision-making. Willpower is a finite resource that fails when you are tired or stressed. A system runs quietly in the background, immune to your feelings. You can automate nearly every part of a good financial plan. Set up an automatic transfer from checking to emergency savings on the day you get paid. Arrange for a portion of your paycheck to be directly deposited into your investment account. Set up automatic purchases of your chosen investment funds on a regular date, like the 15th of every month. This strategy, dollar cost averaging, is powerful because it is indifferent. It buys whether the market is up or down, removing the impossible task of timing your entries. Automation locks in success in three critical ways. First, it enforces the correct order of operations. Pay yourself first. Send money to savings and investments before it can be spent, and you guarantee your top priorities are met. Second, it turns market downturns into an advantage. Theory is helpful, but action is what creates results. So, what does a practical order of operations look like for the average person? It is not complex or secret. It is a sequence of simple, logical steps that build on each other, creating a fortress of financial stability. The goal is to move from a position of fragility to one of resilience, and finally to one of growth. Each step reduces a specific kind of risk, clearing the path for the next. This order is more important than any single investment choice you will ever make, because it determines whether you will be able to stick with that choice. Here are the rules to follow, in their proper sequence. First, build a starter emergency fund. Before anything else, save at least 1 month of essential living expenses. This is your immediate buffer against a small crisis. Second, pay down all high-interest debt, credit card balances, payday loans, other debts with double-digit interest rates. Eliminating them provides a better and more certain outcome than any stock market investment. Third, expand your emergency fund to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. This is your defense against a major life event, like a job loss. Fourth, begin saving and investing a set percentage of your income consistently. For most, 15% is a great target. This should be automated. Fifth, choose simple, low-cost, and broadly diversified investments that you can understand. The financial industry is built on the idea of complexity. It sells products and strategies that promise an edge, a secret piece of information, or a faster path to wealth. But the real secret is that durable wealth is most often built on principles that are too simple to sell. Spend less than you earn and invest the difference in a low-cost index fund. Build an emergency fund and automate your savings. Patience is the companion to simplicity. Once you have a simple, structured plan in place, the hardest part is letting it work. Compounding, the engine of wealth creation, works on a timescale of decades, not days. Interrupting it is like pulling a plant out of the ground every week to check its roots. We began with the story of 2 investors. Both started with the same money and the same ambition. One built from the foundation up, layer by layer, stable before moving on. The other tried to build the roof first. Protect with an emergency fund. Eliminate high-interest debt. Automation locks in the structure. Returns matter, but order determines if you keep those returns. Fix the sequence first. Protect, automate, then grow.